Welcome back to another video on Jefferson nickels and collecting nickels. This is 17 coins, collectible nickels that you might find in circulation, but you have to go searching for them. These are not the super key dates, but they do have value, and certainly you do have to go looking for them. We start off with the war nickels from 1942, 43, 44, and 45. We'll take a look at those here in a moment, but I wanted to show you the mintages for these coins. Not super scarce as far as a coin just being produced for circulation, but they do have silver in them. Silver and manganese were added to the coins as they needed the copper and nickel for the war efforts. And so they are in pretty plentiful availability, except for the 43D and the 44S, which have a lower mintage. But certainly these are the coins that we'll be talking about in this video. So please stay tuned, please subscribe, as we will continue to do many videos on coin collecting, a way for you to find coins in your pocket or go to the bank and get rolls, or if you just whatever method you have of obtaining coins, go through them and take a look. Sometimes your parents or cousins or uncles or kids or whoever will have a jar that they're going to take to the coin star, and it's good to go through that before they dump it into that machine. Our first coin that we're going to talk about is the 1942 war nickels. And war nickels, they pretty much have the same story throughout all the different war years, and that is that they have the larger mint mark on the back of the coin. So here you can see the D, that's for Denver, and this actually wouldn't be a 1942 then. They've actually covered up the date here for this photograph on this listing, but the 1942, they only made the Philadelphia and they made the San Francisco coins silver that year. So here's a 1942 Philadelphia. It's a darker colored coin because of the metals that are in it and the corrosion and so on. This person's trying to get $4 for this nickel. 40 coins in a roll. There's roughly 2 ounces of silver in that roll. So you're looking around $48 to $50 worth of silver in a roll. So you can figure out, about $1.25, $1.10, something like that, value for each of these coins if you find them. That's just for a common date, low mintage. And again, here's just pictures of what they look like in bulk. So the war nickels are out there. 42 P&D were the first coins we looked at. 43, there's the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco coins available. Look how ugly those are, but those are collectible. That's actually a 1943D, which is one of the lower mintage coins that we looked at. A little over 15 million coins. 13,938,000 coins made. So it is the key date of the series. One that everyone tries to find. You need it to complete your 11 coin silver war nickel set. They are available on eBay, different prices. I would recommend, if you're going to buy one, go ahead and get the uncirculated certified one. Here's one with 15 bids on it, currently at $13.50. In real good condition, a nice mint state condition, that'd be worth the money. 1944 is another year of silver nickels. The key one here is the 44 San Francisco, and that coin has about 21,640,000 mintage. That doesn't count with any of these silver nickels how many have been melted over the years to be put into ingots and bars and rounds. But these coins can be found in your pocket. They look ugly, and a lot of people just keep spending them because they're ugly and there's no reason to keep them. But again, the determination on this is that large mint mark on the back. All of them that have the silver have the large mint mark. Here's the Philadelphia one. And then, of course, 1945 rounds out the series, 1945 PD and S as well. And you can buy the complete set, take a look at there. You can buy a complete set of the silver war nickels for $16 to $20 for decent coins. Or if you buy an entire Jefferson nickel collection for about $35 or $40 from the 38 through 61, you can pull out the 11 coin set that way. Next on our list is 1950 Philadelphia, and it has a lower mintage. It's one that I particularly think is a sleeper coin as far as value, because everyone collected the 50 Denver. But the 58 Philadelphia, you can see here, there's someone has one on here for $1.85. There's an uncirculated one for $4.99 up top here, compared to the $15 price for a Denver version. The Denver version was held in large quantities when they first came out. Here's one, semi-key date, $1.59 for a coin, $1.60, $3.50. So all over the board on the pricing, but 1950, if you can put those rolls away, it's definitely something to hold on to. If you're putting together a year set, you have to have either the Philadelphia or the Denver coin, so there'll always be a value for that Philadelphia coin, because most people won't put the Denver coin in the set. 1958, Philadelphia is our next coin that we talk about. About 17 million mintage on this, 17,088,000. And it's another one that's just out there. They've been hoarded because of the low mintage, and so you can find them in uncirculated rolls. You can find circulated rolls. Finding them in circulation, they're there periodically. I found a few recently as I search rolls, so I recommend setting those aside. It's again a sleeper coin. As we get decades and decades beyond where we are now, and they get spread out amongst people, or they're lost or burned or spent or whatever, a lot of times house fires destroy a lot of these coins. They just start disappearing, and then they have a better collector value. The age itself is not the key factor, it's the mintage and condition, but certainly this is one to set aside. Up next, 1949 San Francisco. It's a lower mintage coin, and it's under 10 million, I believe it is. And let's go back to the mintages. 1949S is 9,716,000, right down there at the bottom. And so that's one that I definitely would set aside. All the 49S coins seem to have had a collector's interest. Back in the days, the half dollars, the pennies, the dimes, and so on, they all had lower mintages. So certainly 49S is available in pocket change. I've found several of them in pocket change, which is unusual for such a low mintage coin. Next up would be the 1948S, which has a little bit more of a mintage, but it's actually quite difficult to find in a good condition. Heavily circulated 48S, their mintage is about 11,300,000, and that's a coin that if you can find those, definitely put them aside. 47S, 46S are also in that same category. They have a much higher mintages, but those early S mint coins, you want to hold on to them. Second to the last on our list, 1942 Denver. The 42 Denver coin is another low mintage coin. This one has 13,938,000 on the mintage, and it's because of the Denver mint mark in 42 and the Philadelphia both had the silver coin with a big P on it, and then the regular coin without the mint mark on it. The 42D is like a unique collector coin from that year. It's a mint marked non-silver coin, and certainly one that has a lower mintage. So put those away. A roll on eBay is going to cost you $20 or so, but definitely over the long haul, if you're young enough to hold on to that for 12, 15, 25 years, you'll make some money on it. You can certainly, if you find them in your pocket change, turn them real quick for $1 or $2, depending on the condition. And finally, it's the first year of issue, 1938. These coins were made the same year as the final, oops, let me go right into here. The final Buffalo nickels were made in 1938. So 38 Philadelphia, they made 19,496,000. The Denver, 5.3 million, and San Francisco, 4.1 million. So they are relatively scarce compared to other coins. They're available out there as everyone collected them and saved them first year of a new design. But certainly if you have them, put them aside. I've got quite a few that are damaged or corroded. They've been marked or chipped or got some water on it or some chemicals on them. So for whatever reason, lots of them have gotten destroyed over the years. So any of the 38s you can find, put them aside. 38S, here's a circulated one for $250. The Denver, $270. Another 38S. Let's see if they have a Philadelphia on here, just a regular Philadelphia. There's a 38P uncirculated for $3 bid right there. And here's another one for 99-cent opening bid, still has 5 days ago, must have just been listed. Those are the top 17 coins that you can actually find in your pocket change right now and make some money on it. If you find them, you can either sell them on eBay, put them aside for a while. These would be ones also, if you actually reached out and contacted me, I would have a conversation with you. Large enough quantities, I like to buy by the roll, or small accumulations or small sets. But these definitely, I would recommend going through rolls, finding them, putting them aside, and save for your future. Be sure to subscribe. We have some more videos coming up. Lots of coin collecting, lots of sports cards, and lots of travel. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.